Hello, in this video we're going to be talking about ribosomes. So let's not waste any of your time. Let's get right to it. Now, when we're talking ribosomes, the first thing that we want to think about is the components. And we've mentioned this before in a previous video when we were talking organelles, that ribosomes have two parts. They've got a small subunit, as you can see, and they've got a large subunit. And those are put together kind of like a little lock and key mechanism. And then the RNA strand runs in between them, and it's kind of red in that manner. And you can see on the far right of that diagram that kind of a cutaway cross section, so you can see kind of the inside, and you can see that E, P, and A site. Those are sites where different things happen. It's part of the kind of an assembly line process of reading the RNA strand. But initially, the first tRNA molecule arrives, and its amino acid, its anticodon, is set at the P site. Then the second one comes along, tRNA molecule, and it places its amino acid at the A site. And then at that point in time, what happens is that everything moves down one spot. So what was in P now moves to E, and then what was in A moves to P, and then the third one is set at the new A site. And then once it gets to E, it drops off of the tRNA molecule, drops away. It leaves the amino acid, and those are connected by peptide bonds, as we've talked again about, and we looked at proteins back in chapter 3. But essentially, it starts with P, goes to A, then those slide down to E and P, and then the third one is put the A, and then it just keeps moving one station at a time. And when it gets to E, it drops off, and a new one is added at A, and it just keeps moving through that process. Now, the ribosome, as you can see, has two primary functions. It got to decode the mRNA, in other words, read what it has, and then form those peptide bonds after it gets the proper amino acid in that chain. Now, those subunits that we talked about, they also have their own components, and they're made as well. But they're just a series or a complex construction of RNA and proteins, and of course in the nucleolus is where the ribosomes are made. Well, that's our video over ribosomes. When we come back next time, we're going to be looking at translation. We'll see you then.